So let's see, where are we yesterday? Starting the page. Okay, saying port is already used. Let's start it again. Okay, now I got this page. It's loading. Let's start another browser. And I'll put the local host, the messages, and I'll click the messages here. Okay, let's try to chat with this one. And I got this message. I'll chat with this one. So now you can see there is one bubble, and if I type something, it bubble will go away and the bubble has come here. So I also want this bubble to go when I select this web development. So it's not necessary I should type something and bubble should go. If I click this web development, the bubble should go away. So that thing we will do now. So something that means when I will click this user, I should see that bubble should go away, because that means I have seen his messages. So it's not necessary I should type and send the message, then only the bubble should go. When I click this user, then also this bubble should go away. So what I will do, first I will open where I created the bubble. So if you see, bubble is created by putting the count variable here. So when we are changing the user, that means we are in the chat users. Here is the part where I change the user. So here I will write some code to remove the bubble. Code to remove the bubble. So let's write the code to remove the bubble. So for removing the bubble, I need to UID, that is this one, which I'm getting, and I need the from UID. So to get the from UID, I will go to the local host, local storage, and get the from UID. So I will say, I will copy that part from here. So this is the one I get the user object who is logged in. And here I will create another variable called as var from UID is equal to user obj.uid. So this one line will give me the from UID, and this is the to UID. Now to remove the bubble, I created the bubble like this. So we have this URL, Firebase database URL2, and then we have the child. Here it is saying to user ID, and here it is saying from user ID, because I want to send bubble to another user. But when I am removing here, then to user ID will become from user ID, and from user ID will become to user ID. So let's create URL2. I will copy this URL2 here, and I will put it here, and then I will, since I need this Firebase constant and all, so we will grab the part and I will put it here, and then I will create a URL that is a chat users, and then I will go and take this count URL. So that count URL will be, I will copy this part and I will paste it here. So only the change will be here we have two user ID, but since it is on my side, so it goes from the from user ID. And when I was sending, it was to user ID. And then this is the from user ID. Now here it will become to user ID. So I'll take the to user ID here. And then I will say dot child count CNT, and I will set it to null because I want to remove the bubble. So once I take this URL, I'll take the from user ID and I'll take the to user ID and I'll remove the count to null. If I pass null, that means it is removing. I'm removing the count. So when I change the user, now this Ambi has sent me one bubble. Now if I click this Ambi, then the bubble should go away. When I click this, bubble should go away. So actually, and I also want, when I click this user, it's coming here. I also want this user to come at the top of the list. So I will also say, maybe I'll also change the updated date to maybe I will not do that one, and okay, when I click web development, I'm able to see web development. When I click this one, only I need to remove the bubble. I don't want to change the time unless and until I type it. When I type it, then only it should change. That's fine. So I will not change that one. So you put this part, first put the Firebase thing in the chat users. So in the chat users, first Firebase is not required. So just you put only one line. Sorry, I put two lines. Actually, only one line is needed. So remove the first line. In the chat action, we don't need Firebase and Firebase app. So let's clean up this thing. In the chat action, I don't need Firebase and Firebase app. That you can clean later on, is not required. Now, once you put this one, the Firebase part in the top, just add this code to make the count null. It should be in the change user in the bottom of the change user function. Okay. Now one more thing we will do. If you see, if you see this, I click this web development and I'm chatting with this web development. I will change the background of this row to some different color so that I should know which user I'm chatting with right now. So what I will do, I will create one file called as chat.css. In the chat.css, I will create something called as dot row dot active kind of class. That means the class with row and active. If both class are present in one element, then apply following CSS. And what is the CSS which has to be applied? It's a background color. So let's say I will change right now to this hash DDDD. Now I want to make active. So if I'm chatting with MB, I should make this class as active. If I'm chatting with web development, I should make this class as an active class. So I will go to the chat users and I will, based on the whom I'm chatting with, I will make him active. So now I will go to the chat users. So here I will create some variable which will let me know with whom I am chatting with. So initially here you will see the class row is there. Okay, so now what I will do, I will create a class, for example, let my class equal to row. I will take this class and I will put it here. Now I will say if value.id, here value.id will come, that is a user who is in the row. So for example, in the first case, ID will be for this user. In the second case, ID will be for this user. So I will say value.id is equal to. Now I want to see two user IDs. So let's see how the two user ID is coming. So if I see the PPP and I am getting, let's see if I'm getting the two user ID chat reducer. In the chat reducer, I have two user ID. So let's use this one. So I will say if value.id is equal to this dot props dot chat reducer dot to user ID, if both are same, then I will say my class is equal to my class plus active. So I will make that class as active and I will use this my class and I will replace it with this class name. Okay, so I'm checking if I'm looping all the users and if the particular user is the current two user ID, then I put the active class. Otherwise, every class will get only the row. So now since I'm chatting with web development, this class got matching with these two. So I'm getting background color. If I chat with this one, I'm getting background color with this one. So I'm chatting with this guy. So I will know if there are 10, 15 users, I will know with whom I am chatting. So now you do the same thing. So for that, you just in the loop first add this part of the code. Now the class name is equal to my class. Change this to class name equal to my class. Now create another file called as chat.css. Actually, I should import the chat.css, otherwise how will it work? How it's working? We should import it, otherwise it should not work. How it's working without importing? Okay, give me 1 minute. Let's see if I make this as 2, then it's not working. And if I make chat active, okay, let's see. No. It's saying background color dot row dot active equal to this. Okay, let's see. It should not work without my being included this file. And I did not include this file. Then how it's working? Hmm. If I delete this file, okay, let's see. If I put it somewhere here in the project, and if I refresh the page, so can you check, is it working for you also? I did not imported this chat.css, so it should not actually work. Is it maybe it's including automatically using the create react tab? I think so. If I change this to 1, let's see if it works now. Can you double check in your case whether you are getting it? Okay, still I am getting this one. So maybe it's automatically including all the CSS file which we have. And here I will do the 2. Okay, now right. So I think probably it's doing automatically by create React app. It's adding all the CSS file on the fly. So even if I did not include it here, that file, it is working. So can you check also whether you are also getting same thing? Without including, it's actually including automatically. Okay, I did not include that file, but it's somehow included automatically. But then also I will include it for my sake. I will say dot at dot css. So just even though it's automatically including it, we will add this one in the chat users. Okay, so just add this import one, then we're done with this one. Hello, is it done? Can you hear me?
I'm getting a failed to compile error, and I'm trying to figure it out.
Okay.
Chat. Chat users.js.
Try a couple of minutes, then I'll see what's problem. Do you want me to see what's the problem?
Sure.
Okay, what you're getting? Show me the error. So it's saying module not found, chat.css. Go to your chat folder. So you have chat.css and you're importing.
I got nothing in it, but I got it.
Yeah, but at this, okay, go to chat.js, chatusers.js. Okay, so you are saying, can you mouse over to chat user? Chat user mouse over. So you are in the chat users.js, right? Okay. Okay, let's see. Import dot slash chat dot css looks good to me. It should not, but it's saying that. Okay. Why it's giving that error? It should give only that error if it does not find that file. But you have that file there. Okay, maybe put something in the chat.css. Let's try to put. I give in the. Let me give you in the chat. Just put that one. Let's see. So I will give you in the chat. Put that code. Let's see. Save it. Go there. Chat, and we are not able to get it. Okay, it's saying chat users.js module not found. Put donation modules chat.css does not make the correct path on the disk. Okay.
It's how come it's an uppercase C up here,
Yeah.
and here it shows lowercase.
Let's find out. Go there. Let's see. Why don't you rename it to small letters chat.css? Rename it and call that small letter there in the chat users. Let's use that one, small letter, and see. Let's see now if what error we are getting. Now it's do you have any user or no?
Well, that was another issue that I found out because earlier today I was doing something, and I think I managed to delete my whole data.
Right. Okay.
Because I was adding this down here, and then now I added I logged in under 2 different users, which it shows here.
Yeah.
And then I added.
Take any user in the users. Take any user other than yours. Which one is not yours? Means main. Yeah. Just copy the user ID.
Which one is? See, it's Google TWS.
Both are Tony. So just see which you are not logged in. To take that one. In the URL you will get it. In the URL you can copy it. If you go to the URL you can copy it.
Or up here?
Yeah, just take the user ID. Yeah, and in your chat, go to your chat, just put / that user. Not full, not delete the whole URL. Okay, select any one link. Okay, you put only this one. You have to go back, and after chat you have to put that one. / that, yeah, enter it. Now click it and send some message. Okay, but you are not getting. I think you are doing it to yourself. Looks like you're chatting with yourself. Okay, so we will fix this. Give me, yeah. So it's not a problem just right now. If you deleted it, so you're not getting it. So you can fix it in some time. So now what we will do, when I when I load the page, okay, so when I, let's say, okay, let me also delete the messages here. So I'm in the food donation chat. Let me delete this chat. And now I refresh it. So actually I am chatting with this user since I passed that in the URL, and here is the username. I'm chatting with this guy, but I don't see that user in the left hand side because I haven't even started chatting with that guy. Once I started chatting with this guy, and if I press submit, I see it here. But I don't want like this. I want whenever I go and put this URL in the URL, I should be able to see the users list with that user. So let me delete it again. Okay, so if I refresh it now, I won't see it on the left hand side. So what we will do on the page load, I will create that record so that I should be able to see that user here. So what I will do, I will go to the chat.js and I want to add the record so that I should be able to chat with that guy. So for that, I will create, let's see which one I have to use it. So here I created something here like this. I will copy this code and I will paste that code in the component did mount. So or get chat users, we go to get chat users. Where is the get chat users? Is this one? Okay, here I will add that path and I will try to add it here. So what I will do, I have UID already here, so I don't need this from UID. Okay, I will create URL2 with chat users. Since these both are same, I don't need this part. So only I need this part where I will say this is a URL and child ID. Here I will put the UID of the logged in user. And here I want to put with whom I am chatting with. So to get that, okay, so that one okay, let me take it out here. Okay, that one I will get it from this here component did mount. So I will put this below user ID and I will pass this to user ID here in the get chat users. And in the get chat users, I will say to UID, and this to UID I will pass it here, and here I will say I will do some changes. What changes I want to do? I will grab the same object which I save it, that is this object, and in the chat user I will put this object here. So this object has display name. The display name will be user object dot display name. This is let me see, it should go to UID, right? Okay, let me think on it. Yeah, display name should go to the to user ID, not the logged in user ID. It should be to user ID. Okay, so putting this here will not make any I won't be able to get it if I put it here. Let's delete it. I don't need to user ID here now. Okay, let's remove the to user ID here. So it's calling get user details. Let's see if we can put in the get user details. And get user details, call this one, and it call change user details. Okay, so things are becoming a little complicated if I try to do that. Because I don't have this user detail on the page load, it takes some time to get it. So when I call the get user ID details, I call the change user details. Change user details is this one, and it calls the server and comes back by the time we are not there. So we won't be able to do it like this. Okay, we will work on this. Uh, I, I I can do this now, but it takes a little complex coding, which I don't want you to do it now. So we will not do it this now when user will type message and then it will automatically come. So this is a straightforward, simple way. If I try to do that, it is little complex one and I don't want you to invest energy on that simple thing. So let it be right now. I will not change it, but I will go to the food donation and for each one, I will give this link. I will give link so that I can chat with that user. So we will give the link below each one so that we can chat with that user. Okay, that thing we will not do right now. So I will go to the home.js or result container.js, and I have each record as results. I have each record as a result, so I'll go inside the results.js, and here I may give some link. Maybe I will say p tag. It's a p tag. Then I will say link to equal to /chat/ I will build the link in 1 minute, and I can say chat with user or only chat, and I'll close it with the link. Don't do it. I will see if it works. If it does not work, I need to write down some coding, because sometimes if I change the URL, it does not really do the proper work. I need to write some JavaScript to make it work. So let's try to put this one. I will do the console.log of record. We need to call the link also. Where is the link called in the page, in the website? Okay, I can call link using this one. I will call link here. Okay, what is the error? Okay, p tag is not closed properly. Let's close the p tag. So if I chat, let's see what is the record is coming as. and I have user ID. Okay, so let's pass the user ID here. So I will create the link here. Var link is equal to chat, and there I will say record this dot props dot record dot user ID, and then or I can say my link, and I will pass this my link here. So now I can get the link everywhere. This one is the link, this one is the link, this one is link. Okay, so if I click this link, okay, if I click this link, I am able to chat with that user. And I also don't want this chat user to be, I don't want this chat user if it is created by me. So if I create this post, I should not be able to chat with myself. So I will put that checksum here. So to put that checksum, I will get it this thing again. I will go and grab this part, and I will put this part here. Maybe I will put that part here in the results container. I will put that part, and I will send this UID as a props to result page. From UID is equal to UID, and then I will check this from UID. So this link should only occur when I have not created that record. If I have created that record, I should not show the chat. So I will put this one. So initially I will say var my link is equal to null, and then if this dot props dot from UID is not equal to, I will check this record user ID. So if it is not equal to this required user ID, that means the one which I haven't created it is created by someone else. So I update the link. So initially it is null, but when this is something from user ID, which is the logged in user, and this is the user who has created the record. So I check if both are not equal, then only create the link, and we will display this part only if my link is present. So I will say my link, and if my link is present, then show this message. So I will put the checksum condition is put like this one. So now if my link is present, then only we show the link to chat. Now if I go, you will not see link here, you will not see link here, you will not see link here, you will see link here because this is not created by me. This is created by someone else. That's why I'm able to see the chat. So it's created by web development. So I'm able to chat with that guy who has created the link. So this way I can give the link to the user. So now put that link. So how to put that link? First in the results.js, put this line of the code. Link. Then in the result container, add these 3 lines of the code before the return statement. Okay, so now since you are done with this one, now let's go, and when you call the results part in the results container, just add from UID to UID. Okay, now go to the results page. Go to the results page and add these 3 lines of the code before the return statement. And now add this 3 lines, 4 lines of the code after the distance and p tag. Okay, that's it for this one. So we are done with this chat application.